Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have an awesome House Divided campaign event for you, where we're playing a map we haven't seen that often on this channel, Cox Push. You're getting an overview of that map right now, and then our second map for today is Reno's Fall, and you're getting an overview of that right now. Now for your information, the USA campaign will be playing CSA the first round, then USA the second round, and the CSA campaign teams will be playing Union the first round, then CSA the second round. And speaking of which, the Union campaign that will be playing in these rounds today are the 83rd Pennsylvania, 30th Ohio, 20th New York, 7th Massachusetts, and the 3rd New Jersey, whereas on the Confederacy we have the Pickett's Brigade, 24th Georgia, and the Sussy Brigade, which contains 1st Maryland, 5th North Carolina, and the 5th Florida. For all the information on today's event in terms of the map, join the House Divided Campaign Discord server, which will be in the description below. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy the events. Here we are with the first round of the House Divided Campaign Server 2. We're on Cox Push. Never done this map before, so I'm very excited to watch this. I love this map, even though it's very CSA biased from my understanding.
Cox Push.
We have myself, and as you just heard Sevi say the map's name. How you doing, Sevi?
Well, I'm doing great. This is one of those maps that, when it first came out, it was played constantly. This was considered, before Artillery, one of the most fair maps in the South Mountain Cycle. But now that those two guns are right there, and they're in perfect distance, so that right over here, pretty much all up until the stone wall, those shell shots will actually explode. So you need to, as the Union, push up extremely quickly, or you will get hit pretty hard by those artillery pieces, those two artillery pieces. So yeah, I just need to know who's on the Confederate artillery. So you can see here, they have only 4 guys there, but those 4 guys can be a huge effect.
Yeah, at least it's not 20.
Yeah, exactly. 20 guys for 2 guns, But this is probably the most effective artillery in the game, in my opinion. They're close enough that they can see very easily the entire map and every single enemy position, but they're far enough away that they'll actually explode. You don't hit that sweet spot pretty much anywhere else. So yeah.
Agree. CSA pulling up to that middle stone wall. You have 1 regiment there, some holding back near the point. Union running up down the middle, probably going to try to charge these first guys out.
Yeah, but you can see there, first artillery shell hidden, a little bit low and not killing anybody.
So
you can see here, the 5th North Carolina and the 5th North Carolina and the 1st Maryland. So the entire Sussex Corps is moving to the far left side. Again, this is a Union attack. They have to capture the bottom of that thing. Friendly reminder, that entire stonewall there is the point. It's very elongated. So although, yes, the point marker's there, it's very elongated, that entire small
We have Union going on the right side, too. A two-pronged attack here.
Yes, phenomenal aggressiveness on the Union team here. The PB is taken far right.
I kind of wish Sussy went for the middle stone wall instead of going straight to point. Well, unless they're CSA at point, which might make sense. But however, they ran through the open field, taking somewhat casualties.
Yes. But I do think this is probably some great aggressiveness here. Because the Union have around 10 more people on their team. It was worse. It was like 20 during mustering. So, slightly more fair than it was earlier.
Here's the free cap. 70 make a free cap.
Woo, let's go! Nah, but, okay, we can see here that the charge over here with the everybody else kind of failed. The 30th, the 7th were both able to push off the 24th and the PB. But over here on the right, we can see that the Sussy's Brigade is engaged, the 20th New York and the 83rd. I can hear them yelling, "Hold corner," says 5th North Carolina Private. So that's their plan, it looks like.
And they're being shot at from both sides, so down the stone wall, the big stone wall, and then down the middle stone wall through the corn. They're kind of pinched.
Although it does look like they're winning. Just by numbers.
And yeah, CSA
it's really hard to see.
in.
Yeah. So aggressiveness, they're still in the game, but the artillery can't get you. That is how you eliminate artillery. It's just you enter melee with the enemy infantry. I do think that the Union are going to lose, but really at what cost the Confederates here? I would have much rather had some Rambos sent some skirmishers, quote unquote, out into the corn. But we can see here that a couple of Union guys run. I don't know what that guy think he's doing. Like, I don't know what you think you're doing, William.
Did that officer get the flag on your right?
Hey, you an officer or like a high-class NCO?
A high-class, you really can't tell? Okay, there. Yeah, so
officer
over here. Well, I think he's already shot off his pistol shots.
That makes sense.
Coco versus you. Oh, shit! Coco loses.
Coco lost the 20th New York. In shambles after that. They just have to quit this event. They're done.
Hey, okay, well, Cheesy comes up to reinforce. Cheesy saves his he saves the honor of his leader.
Congratulations, Coco. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, really, we need to get him on the fucking interview. He fucking failed. Let's go.
This is the post-game interview. Coco,
yeah,
why did you not lose the Lamette?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can see that the 20th New York, even though obviously New York is Union, they are in the Confederacy for reasons and numbers.
Yes,
So
because
one.
the sorry, it's flipped. So the Union campaign is playing CSA, and the Confederate
Oh,
campaign
okay.
is playing USA. For this map, the next map, Confederate campaign will be playing CSA, and the Union campaign will be playing Union.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty important. So anybody who's watching, remember the guys in blue in this scenario are guys in gray on the actual campaign. Okay, that it is kind of confusing to keep track of those things. Again, this artillery over here, it is this map is known just for these two guns. Like that is nowadays what these two maps are doing. So we can see here these now they are sending some lobs over there. However, fuse a little bit big and a little bit under. It is very hard to actually hit these shots, and with a Union artillery group, maybe they haven't practiced this exact lineup very well. I know of some Confederate ones who spend hours upon hours on this map, back when it first came out, that is. Or, I'm sorry, back when the artillery was first added to it. So, yeah.
I wouldn't blame them. It's a very nice map for CSA area. It's kind of a shame that this map isn't played often because of the unbiased. I just think it's a fun map in general because it's like you're running down both sides, running down into a valley. I find it entertaining.
If it weren't for that artillery, then yeah, this map used to be like long shootouts, really long, really open. It was great. I would still like a custom event where just only using this yellow field here. So both lines start at the top of their fields and slowly converge down to the point. I think that'd be cool.
No, it's like
doing
they
volleys all the way down.
yeah, like they all take a volley, then take a couple steps forward and repeat the
Dude.
process.
Yeah, look at the fuck. This hit one guy, but look how holy shit.
Holy
Both of his.
crap!
I like how he has 2 left arms and 2 right arms.
Wait, what?
Wait, no, holy shit! They actually do like properly show the arms. That's a left and a right arm.
Where's the head? Maybe
Right,
we don't want
those
to know.
little brain bits. Oh, his foot just took it. Mr. Jeff Davis' foot just took it. Yeah, so on the Stonewall, there's a lot of fighting. The PB and the this is the PB has engaged the 20th New York over here. The 5th North Carolina, so the Russell Sussex Brigade is right in their rear, and it looks like they're going to be charging down. Again, the moment they enter melee, the artillery kind of comes a moot point. The Union taking engaged before the Confederates do. If they can get to the Confederates down the next minute or so, it would be even though. We can see now the Union starting to cap right here. This entire section is on the point, so that's very important.
Yeah, Union continuing.
Confederates are engaged too.
Yep, that's good time.
I don't know what the artillery was doing there, but that is phenomenal for the Union. So again, Confederate campaign. Really, these artillerists kind of sucks.
The Union Corps though is being smart, nullifying the CSA artillery to an extent. Of course, they're taking a lot of casualties and a lot of ticket losses you see as they're hit engage before the CSA did. However, it's nullifying the CSA bias on this map.
Yes. So, wow, they just really let a random guy just get behind him and kill like 3 of them. Anyways, we can see here that this charge is kind of fizzled out, where both teams are just like not trying to get out of lines. I guess we'll see. I think the Union guys are not really sprinting and going. They're like bayoneting and double clicking. Bit of a waste in my opinion. At least on this map, the Union spawns all the way down here on the bottom of this hill. In my opinion, at least, you should sprint to the top and then get a full kit. Then that way you have all your stamina and a full kit.
That makes sense. I was gonna disagree with you for a moment. Like CSA can get down there before the Union can get there, but that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, their spawn is up here on the top of a hill, which is obviously extremely superior to the Union spawn. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like it's fizzled out. The Union guys who are down here just retreated up the top of the hill. And the artillery can hit here. I would be very scared of bringing too many men on that position, because the artillery can hit. Especially when you're too clumped up like this. Like, they don't have to be this clumped up in order to be in formation and gathering back their suppression,
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully I get what they're doing, trying to mass up their forces to charge in on the CSA so that they deal as much damage as possible, but that CSA already, if they get one good shot, devastation. Especially with them being clumped up like that. Do they have Lomats?
Painter doesn't have... Coco, Painter, and Senor Dez do not have Lomats.
Well, the CSA lose, we know why.
Yeah, exactly. And Reagan's holding his sword, so,
I like that choice. Union charging in here, being aggressive. But Union is very spread out.
Yeah, but I think that they're just trying to get some guys on the left over there, or on the Confederate left, Union far right.
Union.
Artillery shot
Beautiful
a
auto
little bit
shot.
late.
But still
Yeah,
got some
but
kills.
it
More
would have been much
CSA
better at the
spawns
beginning of the
coming
game.
in.
So I don't know why the Union's coming in so thin. This kind of sucks in the Union's part.
Yeah, very, very true. What is that, the other prong doing that we saw going on the left? What are they doing?
Yes, well, they're probably doing better than whatever that prong's doing. So over here is the Sussex Brigade prong. Looks like just the 5th North Carolina, actually. Yeah, just the 5th North Carolina and a couple guys in the 5th Florida. And I just think that they're trying to get behind them into these corn. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. And now they're just being silent. And they're killing them all. Okay. That is interesting because I hear you yelling Incas in the corn. We'll see a lot of confusion in the Confederate ranks. However, if the Union loses their flag, it'll all be for nothing. I think that they've already lost their flag now.
Yeah, that was kind of a that was a very poor charge. The both prongs were not together.
Yes.
They were very spread out too.
Yes, however, I really can't tell if these Confederates are about to lose here because they just had all their flag bearers run away. So they haven't been having respawns for like 30 seconds, and now there's like the Union win by 4 men.
What?
Yeah, the Union won
How
that.
did
They made,
the
like,
Union win that?
because the Confederate flags all ran away. Look.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, so they haven't been getting respawns for like a while. Okay,
Holy
yeah,
cow.
3 men. I'm surprised that prong worked there. Nice job on the 5th for pulling that off there.
Exactly.
We can see that this Mr. Tank over here, fucking pissing his pants.
Can't tell though.
Are the Union falling back? The Union need to get down here in the corner with that flag bearer right now. They need to get down here in the corner. Yeah. I just heard this captain over here say, "Get your reloads and get back in the corn," which is exactly what it needs to be doing. They need to be getting down in the corn. Wow, Big Sneed. You know, formerly Chucks. Big Sneed just got shot by Tank.
Tank not pissing his pants anymore. Being a man, charging in there, gets another kill. Union still don't gets
Got
another
2
kill.
kills, and then okay, and now that guy just cost his team 5 tickets, and he only gained for his team like I don't know 3,339. So even even that I would still
It's not
say,
bad.
yeah, but
okay.
for 32 minutes he should have just retreated. He should have just retreated back to
That's
his
a
line.
fair point, I guess, because attackers have more tickets, and so yes, they got more. However, proportion-wise, Union's going to be able to get a firm hold on this corner. This will
It's
be
my
interesting
opinion
to see
that
what they say.
Confederates are taking losses. I expect them to early cap. However, in my opinion, I think that they should be forming lines in this corner over here, like just away from the artillery, because these Confederates are definitely letting them cap here. And I have seen it a lot where the Union captures, but then they lose this point because it is very easy for the Confederates to take this corner and attack them down. However, I guess I did say, but counter to that, you can like reload over here where the artillery can barely see you, then pull back here, and you can see very easily the Confederate lines to the corner. Looks like the majority of their forces are actually taken up on this stone wall. Not the worst position ever, but the Union Confederates who are playing as Union are doing really well down there. The 20th New York is moving over here to the left, and
Why would the Union cap? Oh, I guess because the CSA let them cap. Yeah, CSA's playing this smart. They can get back up to engaged. They probably want to try to retake point as quick as possible.
hey, all I gotta say is these artillery are really underplaying right now. Like, come on, guys, hit someone.
Well, okay. Well, like the Union's been moving a lot this game. This is the first time they've really sat down. So I guess we'll see how effective the CSA
That shell
is.
was just the fuse.
Oh,
The fuse is right.
Did I miss it?
They shot a shot, and then like you see that little puff of smoke, it like hit and then went up. Yeah, so I was just like, that's what I was trying to refer to. But now we can see how the 20th and a couple other groups. This is the 30th Ohio right here. They're going out in the open and kneeling. I don't know why they wouldn't just kneel in the corn.
Are they waiting for their whole team? Because it seems like they're wasting time as of right now.
It looks so. And these guys are actually doing little volleys up at the top of this hill. If nothing else, and they're keeping these guys. They actually killed a guy.
What?
A guy who was kneeling.
They're kind of crested too, behind the crest.
Yeah, that was a nice little shot on the Confederates on there. Yes, I think that they said 1 more minute. He said. So
that's a lot of
now,
time.
It is a lot of time. Like people need to stop. Whenever I'm in an event and people are like, okay, guys, leave at this time, and that time is more than 10 seconds in the future. I'm like, why? Why not now? Why not just start sprinting to the point now? are we going to be in a better position in a minute? Can you elaborate on that, please?
I would, if they're gonna do like a minute, probably say like 30 seconds from now instead of a minute, because a minute's a long time, especially when your counterattack is only 7 minutes long.
Exactly. Yeah. So when it's like, when you're losing like 16% of your, yeah, here you go. They're going right through the corn. When you're losing like 16% of your time over just waiting, and yeah, I don't think it's worth it. These Union volleys are very consistent, and I wonder how suppressing. They are losing constant men. Nothing too serious, but enough to keep them suppressed, especially with half them kneeling. However, nice, smart idea having them all go left, the flag bearers, because that's what they're aiming for. They're not aiming for the men.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see the men up there through the corn and everything.
I couldn't tell if that hurt was good or not. I don't know. I think we're going to see a giant charge here very soon.
And you think this 4 minutes? Union is still getting some kills there. Another one fell.
Although I would definitely think that it'd be better for them to hold off their fire until they get closer, especially once they can tell that they're entering the corn. Because the last thing you want is them on top of you while you're mid-reload.
Yeah, for sure. You think it'd be smart, possibly, to have the CSA troops move forward while keeping the flags back?
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do.
And it looks like that looks cool. That's a cool shot.
It is very, very cool. But the Union are shooting. The
flags are moving in, unfortunately.
Yes. I don't know if they're gonna have exactly 20 seconds to get in there. I wonder. I want to go hear what these Union guys are saying.
Ready. What's up, bro?
Low and hold, he says. I think they know they're here. They can see him. They can see him. Look, see this shot right here? They can definitely see him.
Yeah, those big banner
Holy
markers.
Jesus.
Alright, check, where to go.
No, but like you can see the. Oh my God! Yeah, he says it right in front of us. They see him. They see him.
Oh, this is exciting. Intense Union gunfight. I think Union should be able to hold based off that. I don't know how many kills.
I give it exactly even because the Confederates were able to get all the way up on him with shots. They all have the reloads now in this melee. Union over here, they have a lot more men on the Union the right flank, which has not received any enemy pushes. So if these Confederates don't deal with these guys over here real quick, then they're not going to be able to win. The Confederates have mostly won on their right, the Union left. However, it looks like the numbers that they have just was not enough. Yeah, look at that. They just did not have enough men. Wow, actually, it is around a 16-person difference. Man, that was insane melee right there. The Confederates did a great job sneaking up there. And now the flag bearers are going to die and out of line. That's kind of funny.
And now here's the thing with waiting a minute. There is 2 minutes and almost 10 seconds now. That is, I don't know.
Yeah, that is not enough time to do a full.
You can't.
I don't even. Well, I don't even know if that's enough time to get down to the point. Yeah, there's a streaming point that. Yeah, like they literally don't have any more time. I think that them waiting for that charge. I think what they should have done was just immediately the moment they lost the point, stream into that corner there. But instead they gave it a full minute, and that was way too long.
Yeah. Do you think it was smarter for them to do what they did, or should they have just charged point right away? CSA going down the break-in.
They had a phenomenal charge there, a phenomenal push to the corner. That was exactly what they should have done. However, they should have done it a full minute and a half sooner. Remember, this whole fence line is in the on point, and the Confederates do not have things. So all the unit has to do is like up and over in the last 0 seconds of the game, and they'll get it.
Yeah, fair enough. What was that CSA already shot? Right before and then.
I couldn't even tell. Usually the artillery is able to make a phenomenal difference on a map like this, Cox push, but I don't think we saw that today. I think we just saw. I mean, I can't blame them. They're used to playing on Union, because people who are playing Confederates are the Union campaign, so they don't know anything about this. They don't practice like that. So yeah, these guys are finally now charging down. If these guys form a line, start getting some buckmail shots. Coco, I hear. He says we only have bayonets. We got to meet them. He says. Union now outnumber them. Now they were able to get some shots down on the Confederate group. It really comes down to it will come down to the last second, just who wins this, who has more lives in this melee. You need to be having bodies on point. He be on the cringe. Okay, they are starting to corn, so now I know that 30 is going to lose.
Yeah,
insane fighting.
This is a really nice overview.
Indeed. Just insane. Insane.
10
Insane.
seconds left. The Union still has point under control. It depends whoever has more bodies last second. I think Union's going to have it here in 1 second. And
They
that'll
killed
do it for
everybody
that
on
one.
point. There they go. You know, I gotta say it's all because Coco didn't have his Lamat.
Those 3
100%.
officers didn't have the Lamat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's like they lost like 50% of their firepower. So you know that's 100% the reason why. I'm just kidding. Well, nah, I'm only half kidding. I'm only half kidding.
I mean, 3 extra shots. That's 12 shots there.
Well,
Per
plus a
officer.
bucking ball shot.
Yeah, that's true. So, with that being said, a fun first round. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen this map. I kind of wish I could have played. But, yeah, Sevi, your thoughts?
Yeah, of course the Union, who were Confederates in the campaign. So I'm just gonna be referring to them as Confederates, even though they played as Union. So therefore, the Confederates played that very well. The Sussex Brigade and the PB. However, you know they did have more men, and they made it a little bit easier for them. I think a couple of Confederate blunders. I'm sorry, a couple of Union blunders, people who were playing Confederate, led that to a very easy, not very easy, but a win that could have been called very early on. You know, the people who were playing on Confederates, so the Union, number one, during that melee, they weren't organized enough, and it kind of had, exactly even casualties. You see that? 360 to 362.
Wow.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, so the people the Union guys in the campaign, the guys who were playing Confederate, they had their guys fall back a little bit too early, in my opinion, and also they didn't charge quickly enough during that counterattack. They basically made everything reliant on one charge. Which, a very Jacksonian strategy. However, it didn't work out, and you lose that one charge. Like they waited like 3 or 4 minutes to actually get that charge done, and when that was over and they had lost it, like you said, they only had 2 minutes left. So I know I'm blabbering on here, but guys, sometimes it's not worth it to wait that quote unquote extra minute. You got to keep in mind how long it takes to travel. There you go.
Yeah, I would agree with the same thing. I mean, that 16-man difference, we'll see how it impacts the next round, but yeah, I don't know how much the CSA could have done. USA just had a great game plan going in there. They were aggressive, really prevented the CSA already from doing anything if they did anything in the first place. Yeah, so just good strategy by the Union. Maybe we'll see that strategy played more on this map going forward. But yeah, with that being said, we'll see you guys in round 2. The second round has begun. We're on Reno's Fall. So the USA campaign is on Union, and the CSA campaign is on the CSA now.
It'll make things easier.
Yeah, in terms of explanation. But this should be a fun one. Teams are playing their normal strats. What's the usual strat on Reno's Fall for both teams, Sammy?
Well, the older strat was always go up to hold this fence as long as you can and then fall back there if needed. However, some people just... I'm mad. Okay, some people just love staying back there and going to the corn. They're gonna lose to the Sussex Brigade charge instantly. It's already predicted. I can already see it, and they'll be pounding their chest. What a great charge it was! We'll deprive the enemy of the high... No, they're not gonna deprive the enemy of jack shit up there if they're just gonna be right shoulder fucking shift. Sussex Brigade instantly pushing through to the far left, led by the 5th North Carolina, the 5th Florida, and then the last unit is... I can't actually find the 1st Maryland. I think the 1st Maryland went this direction alongside the PB. You can see over here. Here is the 24th Georgia. I think the 24th Georgia was on the other team last game, if I recall correctly. And yes, the sides are a lot more balanced in this one, so I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Over here's the PB on the far right. I don't know where the 1st Maryland went, though. We can see now that, yes, the enemy has engaged each other. The enemies have engaged each other.
Showing up, though, but they're getting shot. CSA's on the snake fence. Wow, this is a terrible way to start the match for you.
Yeah, really. The last thing you want is a melee in the first 3 minutes of the game as a defender. No matter what, melees are going to help the attackers, especially this early on in the game. It'll give them so much more versatility. I do think that the Union are going to be able to push them back here, but the Confederates are definitely going to, at least on tickets percentage-wise, they're going to win.
Oh, for sure.
And also the fact that I think that melee is already come and gone. However, we can see here that the Confederates have now taken pretty much every other position on the entire map. If they take this Stonewall here, the PB has a great chance. Yes, they're taking, led by Bosphus. They are taking this corner. I think that they should just holding this fence on here and wait for them to come back, but whatever.
And they're kind of far away.
Yeah, but really, these Confederates over here, the ones who are still in the woods, they're going to keep these Union guys occupied for a couple minutes, and that's all they really need to do.
Recap.
The PB... Yeah. the PB is almost here, and they should not be charging in here. Really, just get your shots off, PB. Really, go home. You're drunk. What are they doing? Oh, I sure you guys say West immediate West before he got headshot. Nice little bucking ball shots in there, but not enough. I do think that the PP here is probably gonna lose this. I don't know, actually, they just get reinforced by 24th. Maybe that'll be just enough to kill the rest of these Union guys.
We shall see. Epic charge, a lot of smoke. Did you see they changed the smoke? Was it the smoke? No, it was the
Yeah, oh
shadows.
my
It was
god,
shadows.
look at the smoke. Oh, it's great. Who even needs to look at the fighting?
They changed the shadows. I think it was. They made them
Longer.
I
wonder if Pearl has Lamat. Well, he did not have Lamat. I can guarantee you that. Coco over here, coming in the rear. The 20th New York somehow got in the woods. He says go for the flag. He's trying to get his flag bearer up. The Union guys did actually win the rest of that. But still, look at that. First 5 minutes of the game, an insane amount of action. Nice job on the Confederates are keeping it up here. But I do think that the Union, they have a good opportunity just to hold down. And if they somehow cancel and turn around their ticket losses, you know, like just stop losing, then maybe they'll be able to pull out a win here. But I don't know. Maybe they've already lost so many losses that it's impossible.
Time will tell. The CSA flag running for dear life. Union Rambos chasing it.
Coco.
Not a smart idea.
It's like one of those scenes in the movie where like Tom runs after Jerry, but like Jerry runs into the dog.
Run! They ran out and they're like, yeah, we're gonna get this Rambo flag, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crap,
Nice out of line there, Coco. You did a great little job there.
Oh, that's great.
What the fuck is the rest of you doing sitting over here? I'm so sorry, guys. Hey, the point isn't over here. You don't gotta like stay here. You can move. You don't have to like walk around and shit. I don't think that this half of the Union has received the memo that they can walk down, and I don't think the 20th New York received the memo they can stop moving if they want.
Oh my god, they're tearing us up.
Oh my god, this guy really thinks that he's getting teared up? Oh my god.
Yeah,
he's acting like it isn't the first 6 minutes of the game.
Some Union holding on the stone wall, I saw. No, never mind. They're holding on the snake fence in the corn. They're preparing to lose.
Yeah, once you fall back here as a Union, I don't know, I've never seen, not once, literally ever, seen a win come from going back to this cornfield. Okay, maybe once, like literally back when servers were 150 max.
It is a long, drawn-out battle. If the Union sits in the corn, it's just a volley. CSA rarely charges.
You give the Confederates control the entire point. Like it's so hard to win after you give the. Once the defenders give up control point, it is usually hard. Usually, you do not want to lose point. Yeah. Oh god, that was brutal. Again, I don't know why these guys are so okay with taking out lines. More guys up there taking out lines up in the open. Again, Confederate. I mean, that was kind of a cool shot there, seeing him reload on the rock. Confederates now, I think they're going to be trying to space out here, regroup, and then just try to start capping the point.
Yep.
So yeah, they already are. They're already capping, but you can cap either from this stone wall, which is what this guy's doing here. This guy right here is capping. Or you can cap from the rock formation, or there's a space. There's a big space of available land to capture it from, and a lot of it is deflated to the corn. So he says we're not capping. He says he actually might be. A couple men in his line who are on the edge of it. Over here we can see the PB is.
That'd be a real shame if they kept point and the Union had to come out.
Oh my god, he has a fucking cold army. Are you kidding me?
After last night, you have convinced me of early pre-capping as a good thing.
Ooh, okay.
95% of the time.
Well, even if you're just like a lot of people misinfer that as like intentionally going all the way full, but even just getting it halfway out can sometimes be enough to draw them out of their defenses,
Yeah, because when attacking, I always like the end screen where the attackers are like at engaged or taking losses, whereas the enemy team is like breaking their last stand, or the defending team. I like that better than a breaking last stand. It looks like it's close.
Yeah, but oftentimes breaking last stands are some of the most like steamrolly games,
That is true. Because usually the attacker will just like steamroll nonstop, just punch. It may take a lot, but they do a lot.
Yeah, like a fucking Grant strategy. Union, for some reason, thinks it's important to move forward. Yeah, why would you move forward in the woods of all places? They're still bad already. They can let these guys cap. But okay, I guess if they're just holding on that rock formation, it might not be that bad. If you had a Lamat, mister, your side would be winning a lot more. PB needs to be having a Lamat. Christ almighty. Confederates over here, they are keeping the 83rd pinned down, the PB is. Meanwhile, the rest of the Confederates seem moving to the far left. This advance probably Sus Brigade? Yes, it is. They're moving far around to the far left of the Confederate line. And they're going to meet, once they get up here, they're going to meet the 20th New York. I don't know if the 20th New York sees them yet. He says hide. That is exactly what the general strategy is in this map, is to fall back like this far back in the corn.
I've never seen the Union fall back that far though. And I haven't seen.
Well, you know what I mean. Instead of fighting, they want to fall back into the corn. They do not want to be fighting right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure Coco would much rather that they capture the point on battle ready. Even I would wait for engaged at least. But I don't know. Maybe they're just they don't really need it, so they're not going to do it. It's just
still capping point.
From back here, I thought that was a Union guy from like here, because like the hat. I saw the hat.
One man.
I think it's a Union hat at least. I should really be focusing on different battles. We can see here this is where the 24th was taken. Yes, it is the 24th.
Confederates about
and they are on point. Yes, I don't know if they know that the 24th is on point. That is point right there. I don't know if that's intentional. Something tells me it wasn't intentional. The rest of these guys, again, that is still, I'm gonna say here, that is the right move. I just don't think it was intentional. I think they were trying to hit engaged, but I still think that capturing this early is phenomenal for the Confederates. Oftentimes when people try to wait for the engage timer, you're gonna spend more than 8 minutes sitting about to engage. And what can the Union really do in this position? In that area, what are they gonna do? Charge over that open field? Not really open, but it's better than nothing. The Confederates do not give them a chance, and they have engaged the 20th New York extremely early on. Yeah, see, engaged was that quick. The 24th has engaged the 20th with the Sussy on their side, and just complete wiped.
Yeah, 20th did not stand a chance against the Sussy Brigade.
The Union's hope there, I'm sure, was that the Confederates would much rather do a long, drawn-out shootout and not go into point. But that's not what happened here. What happened is that the Union, they lost the point. And to be honest, it's going to be extremely hard for them to capture that point back. Now the Confederates have it. Like, it is extremely far in the Confederates' favor now that they've lost it.
Yeah, CSA is on both sides of the Union right now, coming through the corn and coming through the forest. If both CSA prongs here slammed into the Union, or at least shot them from a distance.
Oh my god. 30th Ohio doesn't have peripheral vision. Confederates hitting engaged, but Jesus H. Christ. Confederates now in melee with the Union.
However, the Confederates are trickling in like the Union was early last round. The Union coming off that.
Just look at how many there are, though.
Union.
This is the benefit of a trickle in, is that you can have a bunch of guys right face halfway through the melee,
Yeah, it's great because now they can respond to what the Union's doing there. However, I think Union's going to be able to hold this charge.
Well, looking over here, what we can see is that the other CSA, the other CSA wrong because the 83rd moved out of the way. They've taken up positions on this log pile here. So I don't know exactly who's going to win. I mean, it's really hard to see. It looks like the Confederates have more guys in the corner at the moment. The Union have more guys on the road though. And oh no, never mind. The Confederates won handily. Look at this: the 5th Florida and the bunch of guys on the 24th. Yeah, look at that. There's like 4 Union guys left alive up here. Look at that. A nice little movement there. I don't know how much the PB's effector actually had on kills. I didn't see many shots go off, but I know for certain that is what helped him capture that road. So nice job there. Don't forget that the Union spawn is all the way down here, and they actually can be shot by the PB's position currently.
Yeah.
See that?
CSA has control of the wood and control of the snake fence in front of the corn. I'm very intrigued to see what Union will do. I have rarely ever seen the Union get bottlenecked into their spawn. CSA falling back, allowing the Union to retake. You think CSA is going to let them retake that middle point and then just do what they just did?
That might be what's going on. All I know is that the Union have a hard time recapturing this point. Like, it is just so difficult for once you lose this point to retake it. The Confederates have phenomenal positions to shoot. They have phenomenal positions to just bayonet and go. However, they are what I think is what they're trying to do is they're going to try to set a trap for the Union guys. I think the Confederates are trying to set a trap. They're going to try to put them right in this middle and then do that same melee over and over until they hit final push.
Do you think it's also possible that the CSA might be pulling back to try to avoid the slim possibility of the point flip to where the attackers become the defenders?
Well, they already are. Do you mean like the last stand?
Yeah, the last stand thing. Do you think they're pulling back to... I mean, because I don't know how quick a team can go down from battle ready to last stand within 20 minutes.
I highly doubt that with attackers tickets you'd be able to hit. Like in an organized event like this with very few out of lines. Actually, Confederates still have more men. With a organized event like this, with the attackers have more tickets and there's very few out of lines, you're, I don't know. I think if they are scared of that, that's not a proper fear. And I don't understand. I mean, I can see why they're falling back here. They're protecting their flanks and all that shit. But I still think just holding up here would be much better.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, most people don't think about that, what I just mentioned, and so I don't think it's really a concern of them. It's just a thought to talk about.
Yeah, certainly.
Because I never.
I don't know. They might be thinking about that in their Steam call. Cheesy said "Sewi" in chat.
Said what?
Oh well, shit. Polymath's in game.
No. What?
See, I'm sorry.
No way.
Polymath. Well, I don't know if it's a real Polymath, but it says Polymath art. Is this one of those organized events people Google go over? That's pretty funny. And then Cheesy said "Sewi."
Sewi.
Yes. Oh, well, I remember. Oh my God, back when people would always say, "Hey, Stevie, get over here." Stevie, you don't understand. You know, Coco, or not? I'm sorry, not Coco. First time Collector saw my username, he thought I was one of those like cringe like 2-year-olds who played Minecraft because he read it as Stevie. He thought it was like Minecraft Stevie.
Stevie.
Stevie. Steve, please. Yeah, we can see now. I guess it's 20th. No, it's the 30th. I was only 10 off. The 30th over here, I think, is going to be charging down here into the 24th.
Oh, I thought all of Sussy was there. I got a little nervous.
No, I don't really know where the rest of Sussy is. Sussy now, Sussy tomorrow, Sussy forever. Oh my God, both are advancing right into each other. 30th doesn't realize they're there. Pearl without a Lamat. Pearl, why doesn't we have a Lamat on the server? I swear, this is horrible.
I can't wait for the post-game interview.
All of them, yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna be like
Union instantly falling back though.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna advance, you might as well hold the Union. Don't forget, anybody who's watching this, that if the Union don't recapture, they will lose the game. So they need to recapture eventually. Therefore, they might as well just start suiciding right now. They might as well just pretend as if they have infinite tickets because they do.
I think
the PB is actually getting charged on multiple directions over here.
Probably why that one CSA group, maybe, actually, I don't know, I can't say that, because the CSA group has been taking a while to get there.
Sussy, though, is coming right on their flank. Look at that. Wow, that Union charge pit there just got way forward and circled. Union now taking losses. The PB might be losing here, actually. But we can see here that the rest of the area where the Sussy Brigade has advanced is just another wipe of the Union. Confederates, they are now losing point. Well, it looked for a second there like they didn't have enough men on point to keep holding it. The 3rd of Ohio is in a heavy melee now with the 24th. The 24th is using pretty good bucking ball.
This is entertaining. The CSA are not stopped being aggressive. Union's being aggressive now. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, are you not entertained? Oh, excuse me, Mr. Johnson, why don't you have Lamat? I wonder why he doesn't have Lamat. Bowles says hi, Sevy. Hi, Bowles. Yes. So looking over here, the rest of the Confederates who were holding, they were holding now. I'm sorry. The rest of the Confederates who were fighting in that melee that started off with a charge in the PB. Well, I guess only one guy survived in the PB. But I guess nice job surviving. But the Union lost that charge, that little push there. Nice aggressiveness on the Union there. That's what they need to be doing. What they need to be doing now is not give any rest. They just need to be bayoneting and going. I wonder what they're doing back here at spawn.
You guys are assholes.
What the fuck are they doing?
Full whatever. Kits. That has to be full kits.
Yeah, that has to be full kits. It really does. Yeah, but they need to be grugging and fucking bayoneting and growing. They need to be grugging and going, taking this woods, and then getting on the stone wall right here. That's all they need doing. Line right there, and this one Captain Point. Of course, that easier said than done. Much easier said than done. However, their current strategies are just like, I don't know. It feels like it's the Confederates at Chancellorsville. Like, yeah, we're gonna charge and then do what, right? They haven't planned out what they'll do after they do a charge. Well, I heard the 5th North Carolina, one of them just said death charge, and I wonder what their plan is here.
Obey orders.
So yeah, this is the only advancer now. I think that their plan is to go just suicide into the Union reinforcements.
Kind of based.
C. Murphy in charge. C. Murphy, does he have a Lamat? C. Murphy has a Lamat.
This is going to be a good death charge.
It's going to be a phenomenal death charge. He might even be able to not die. 20th New York under Jeff Knight has entered melee with the 5th North Carolina. Murphy has entered in. Murphy got shot by somebody in the 20th New York. Insane melee here. We can see now that the 5th North Carolina did beat the 20th in hand-to-hand combat. 5th Florida has now entered the melee also. I don't see the 1st Maryland part of the Sussy Brigade, so I think they're somewhere else in the battlefield. But the twin 5ths, the 5th Florida and the 5th North Carolina, were able to win there. Nice job.
That Lamont saved the day. However, more Union reinforcements coming through the corn on the flank of the CSA.
His Painter has now entered in with his 83rd Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry, and they are on the flank of. Oh, look at that. Okay, Confederate City taking losses around 5 minutes behind the Union. So I can see the worry of hitting Last Stand. I just don't think it'll happen.
I mean, going from engaged to taking losses, they were basically at engaged when this thing started.
So it took them 10 minutes to break. Yeah.
I don't think it's much of a concern as of right now. But Union's starting to pick up the pace in terms of aggressiveness. So we might even see the Union go into the final push here.
That was probably the best death charge I've ever seen. And now they're falling back to better positions. That was neat. That was cool to watch. And look at this. This is phenomenal right here. The 24th forming a line right here, and it doesn't look very good, but that is a phenomenal line to hold off the corn from.
Union now.
Okay, his voice. How the fuck does he talk like that?
Oh my gosh!
I don't know the guy's name who does that. I'm pretty sure it's Allie. Yeah, you hear him? No, thank you, brother. Yeah, so the PB over here back in their old positions on these rocks, and they're probably going to be receiving another charge from the Union very soon, and probably from the 30th Ohio over here. 30th Ohio having a nice little line of men, but I don't know. The Union really do, I think, need to be picking up the pace. The Confederates in a little volley before they fall back to, I guess, smoke their retreat. You know what we haven't seen in war rights events as of recently? We haven't seen many cases of shootouts. Like, even on Conquest, you rarely see times where two lines are shooting at each other for more than a minute or so. We used to see a lot of that.
It's like HDC and our normal events, constant charges, very epic. And then we go to the EU historical rules event, volleys for 45 minutes. So
well, yeah, but even in the historical rules event, you see a lot more charges than historical.
That is true.
Yeah.
I guess it really depends on the map.
Yeah.
Happens at the
but
beginning.
No, all I gotta say is every single person in the World's Community Discord, the last time we talked about it, was in favor of, like, even like Leaf here was like, oh yeah, I would love like a 7-point capture system that was really linear and shit. We were having an argument about artillery, and somebody was saying it was good, and I was saying it was bad, you know. And then somehow the conversation got turned to Conquest, and we were all like agreeing that, yeah, I wish it was linear. I really wish it was like multiple capture points, like 6 in a row, and you had to capture one after the other.
The Union guy just ramboed and died.
Yeah. But then again, they do have infinite tickets practically, so they might as well. But I don't know, running out of line, like, it is not a good sign when your guys are like, oh, you might as well just run out of line now. Just give up, right? not a good sign.
What's that YouTuber who does a voice like that? Is it like Meat Cannon or something?
Fuck if I remember.
No, it's that Harry Potter video that we won't.
Oh my god, that Wingardium Leviosa.
Anyways, back
Harry,
to
stop! No, Ronald, stop!
Union heading straight for the middle rocks here, getting shot at by the CSA. A lot of bullets whizzing by. A couple of Union going down. The flag going down. However, Union's able to keep a majority of the group. There you go.
Nice job, Cheesy.
Union going down.
You know, I used to get mixed up between Cheesy and Cheesecake a lot in the 20th.
Cheesy.
Looking from the Confederate perspective for a little bit longer, we can see now that they are looking at these Union guys and, like, they have a decision to make. Do they let them capture back, or do they try to hold down for the next 6 or 7 minutes? And to be honest, I can see both strategies, you know, whichever one they pick and hold on to will work very well for them, you know?
Yeah, it looks like they're letting them cap, because no aggression by the CSA so far. Maybe they're still making a decision, but however...
Yeah, or maybe they're saying half Union cap. Maybe that's when they plan to charge, you know? Although, again, if they let the Union cap here, then they'll have 35 minutes to bring them back down to breaking, you know?
Exactly.
So even now, it's going to be a very hard win for these Union guys if they are able to do it. It would be a huge turn of pace. But at the current rate that this round is going, it looks to be like a Union victory is coming soon. Looking at the capture point, you might want to make sure that they can see the thingamajig. It is now around 2/3 blue. Once they hit the full, then the Union will go back up to taking losses, the exact proportion that the Confederates have. But what's important to remember is that they won't have the exact number of tickets, they'll have the proportion. So they'll still have less than the Confederates. Looking at this now, yes, the Confederates did let the Union cap now. The Union now hitting the same proportion as the Confederates. And I don't know exactly, the Confederates had a pretty high taking losses. Like, they only hit it around 10 minutes ago, right? And they haven't been having very many losses since then. Nobody on Arty, we need the guns. Yes. So the 20th now, they're having the men get off of the artillery. The own artillery commander said they need the rifles, which is true. They need the rifles up here now. They have 34 minutes. And if they bring down the Confederates to final push, they might be able to do something here. Of course, the Confederates now capturing. If I were the Union commanders, I would fall back and I would literally fall back all the way to spawn and let them cap. Because if they did that now, that'd be 8 minutes, and you'd probably be able to hit them down to the last stand. You know, but I don't know if that's what they're gonna do. But that would definitely be my decision.
Yeah, it looks like
these
we're
Union guys,
a shootout. At least for now, some CSA movements onto the Union right, Confederate left. Actually, what are they doing?
Yeah, so this is the 24th Georgia. You can tell because they form lines a lot. Anyway, no, which is good. It's phenomenal. I love lines. People
if
don't
only
form
there
lines
was a
enough.
tree in front of their line.
Yeah, from which case they can go back and forth around. You'll see.
My goodness. Dude,
That was funny.
those moments are funny. They did that. So we saw them do that with you and me and Rolo. The next event, the EU Historical Rules event, they did the same thing then. It was amazing.
Yes, wow. These Union guys, they're reacting completely to him. I wonder what unit is moving over. The 20th New York is going to meet the 24th Georgia. And on the field of battle, the Coco is now fucking... We can see now that Jeff Knight, who was the artillery commander, is now up here with his pistol. Which is exactly what they need to be doing with the former artillerists. Take his shots out, he says. Over here on the Confederate push on the right, the Union left, the 30th Ohio is meeting the 5th North Carolina. And look at how clumped up they are. But look at how clumped up they are. Like, that was... It's no wonder why they're losing these melees when the Confederates are able to shoot 3 shots at bucking ball and kill after line. The 30th Ohio lost that melee in less than 5 seconds. That was insane.
Yeah, I'm surprised they weren't holding in the corn or up on the logs up there. Like, they held in an exposed position, and the CSA just slammed right into them, especially because they pumped up.
I think with that, and I don't know. I think with that by itself, the Confederates just won the game, because now the Union are definitely going to hit breaking before the Confederates do.
We'll
again,
see if CSA accidentally caps, though. They're slowly... There's the K on the point right now. As you can see, it is...
Oh, they probably also have some guys walking through it. But yeah, you're right. They probably are going to wait for the breaking. No, there's nobody on point right now on either side. Okay. Impressive. The 20th and I'm sorry, the 7th just got their flank kicked in because they didn't have a single person watching their left. I don't think they're having enough organization in the Union team call because the 30th Ohio should have been able to tell them that they lost their position. 20th, 24th now charging the 20th. 5th Florida just killed the 7th and now are also in the 20th. 20th completely encircled between the both groups. And melee's over. Over here, we can see these guys chilling. 83rd is pulling a little bit of a... okay, whatever. They're pulling a bit of a passive maneuver here. And they're not on point.
Despite
of course,
their efforts to delay the inevitable, yeah.
I don't know here. If they stay back, if the Union stays back and lets the Confederates cap, they might have a chance at forcing a last stand on the Confederates, you know?
Yeah. So,
which is their only chance. If they do anything else but that, then they've already given up. You know, that is the only physical way that they could win right now. There's no other way. So if they do anything else, it's pretty much just like, okay, well, you can just assume that they're saying just give up, right? I want to go hear what they're saying over there at the main spawn. I want to hear if they're saying bayonets and run or what.
Starting the pre-cap as well.
He says let's go to point. Okay, I guess that they're not trying to let them cap.
Double quick, 20th New York.
Yeah, I disagree with that decision. They have men on. They have. Okay, I guess new artillerists took over.
Hey, both you guys, you know the game is gonna be over.
I am,
yeah. Also, I'm sorry, artillery on this map is literally the worst artillery in the entire game, and anybody who ever plays it, anybody who ever says that artillery is good on this map, should strongly consider lobotomy. Maybe you become smarter. Because I'm so sorry, but what do you think, does that look like 170 yards to you? It doesn't look like 170 yards to me. Confederates are not capping. They really should not advance here. The Union do not need to advance. I really hope for their own case. Yes, I really hope for their own case that they let the Confederates cap here. It is the only chance that they have. And of course, the Confederates, from the Confederates' point of view here, They probably should be trying to look for that group, but I mean, I guess they don't see him, so yeah, you can't fault them for what they can't see. 83rd, what are you doing? 83rd, what are you doing? No. If they bring him down and breaking, then that's gonna hurt my soul. Oh. Anyways, the 24 doesn't see him. Oh my god, no, 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 no! You idiots! You dumb idiots! You idiots! You fucking idiots! That hurts, that hurts.
Hopefully they pull back and don't engage as Union pushing forward, however...
Oh. Yeah, well, a bit late for them to pull back, because now the rear of their line is in the skirmishing.
Is the Union holding back still at
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're advancing, and the 20th or the 7th is about to get shot from the flank. They're about to die completely. Look at this.
No, you don't. You have the 51st flag.
I'm sorry, I just heard that one guy die, and it was the sound.
Literally, they killed all but one before they even hit melee. 5th North Carolina, nice little charge on the 7th. 7th, 20th, everybody here is too far forward. I don't know what the strategy is here. The strategy is just, hey guys, let's hit ourselves down to breaking while we don't control point. Like, why? Why would you be doing this? Just fall back, go into the core and hide. Wait from the cap. Is that against the rules? Are they not allowed to let them cap?
I think it's part because one, your instinct is usually to hold point and not let the enemy team take. I mean, I do it myself. I would probably take the point with my knowledge. However,
what the fuck is this?
However, there's also a part of it where trying not to get bored and just sit back. But I agree with you, Sevi, and I should take the
out of lines.
Oh no! Take the flag.
It's not worth it. You're 20 steps away from your spawn. What are they charging? Why is this happening? I don't understand. Okay, I hear you, and how people usually want to lose point. However, Union are going to hit taking losses. Literally any loss. Any one of these losses could be the last one to hit them down to breaking. I mean, so. Oh my god, what the fuck is this happening? 83rd just engaged in melee over here, and now they're taking out lines in the corn.
Skirmishing out of line. Not good. Surprised the Union haven't gone down to breaking yet.
Yeah, really. Literally any one of these sets could bring it.
And there
we go. Breaking. Yeah, exactly. Union just lost the game. GG.
CSA
I don't know
has
why.
a quarter of a point already capped. Right as Union hit breaking. It's going to be a mad dash.
Well, not really. I mean, look at the amount of Confederates alive, the amount of... Yeah, really. Like, the Confederates who are alive outnumber the Union who are up there, like, 3-1. I don't understand the Union strategy there. I don't know what they were trying to do, and I will eagerly hear them in the second half of the debrief, I guess.
Shall find out. A very nice overview of the map here. Very calm,
yes, and
very relaxing.
Yes, and now if you can, I'm guessing that you have the thing pulled up, because here, look at this. Any 3, 2, 1, really, no matter what's happening, these Union guys can't win.
And that'll do it for that round. Confederacy winning the round. Union mistakes at the end. We'll see what the thinking is in the post-game interview.
Oh yeah, and keep in mind,
yeah.
Keep in mind that the same team won both rounds. Confederates in the campaign were playing Union first round, so same team won both rounds.
Your thoughts, Sevi, of the round?
Definitely obviously that's a very Confederate biased map. So the Confederates had the benefit going in there of having more tickets, better position to hold point, and everything. However, the Confederates also made a couple blunders. They lost a few melees early on in the game, and the Union had a lot of opportunities that they just didn't use. Oftentimes they split up way too eagerly, and then they just got like defeated in detail over and over. Also, they took a lot of out of line losses throughout the entire game, and I think when we see it at the end of this, that they're going to have more than their enemies. I do believe that the Union would have had a much better time if they had let the Confederates cap. Look at that, 52 out of lines. If they had let the Confederates cap again at that taking losses. It's a riskier strategy, sure, but if you're able to force down both teams to final push breaking or final push last stand, that's pretty much the only way to turn around a map like that. Again, it's extremely hard to win that map traditionally, as in like winning the map purely just by general conventional strategies. They're conventional, but they could have turned that around if they tried to let them cap and then push them down to the last stand. But they didn't even try that, so that kind of hurts me. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I would agree with you. A lot to learn. yeah, it's very cool to watch all this and see strategies and just learn things, especially from veteran people like yourself, Sevi, and just watching the match in general. It's lots of fun. And with that being said, we will see you guys in the post game interview. Here we are with our post game interview. From the Union campaign, we have Johnson from the 30th Ohio and CJ and Coco from the 20th New York. Whereas on the CSA campaign, we have Zoo from the 5th Florida, Zapstar from the 1st Maryland, and C. Murphy from the 5th NC, more commonly known as the Sussy Brigade. So, yeah, let's get going with this. So we'll start with the Union campaign. So the guys playing the CSA team for the first round. What was your guys' strategy going into the round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Strategy win was win. And we won, so it's pretty good.
First round.
Yeah, first round.
Uh,
Let's go win on corn.
Did the
I thought the
Union
I
win that
thought
round?
the I thought
I
the
don't-
Union the
No,
I
CSA
was gonna say, I
campaign.
don't think that's how it happened.
No, it's,
Yeah.
no, that is how it's that's how it happened. We held the corn. Every single melee attempt that got pushed at us, we held.
Not really,
And
not
then
really.
afterward, they went right, and we charged forward, and pushed them off the right side, and we held the entire point. And we got onto
You were
a
playing
final
Confederate
push.
first round, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we held.
He's
We won.
joking. He's mean.
Yeah,
Sevi,
yeah,
what
I
do you
know.
what do you want, Sevi?
We
I'm
genuinely won.
confused.
I'm genuinely confused as well.
I think Coco.
You
CJ,
fellows.
maybe CJ,
Coco's a
maybe CJ would
meme.
say better.
Yeah. CJ, what
so-
happened first round?
So the first round, we initially pushed up on that stone wall, trying to shoot them as they came in. They came a little bit faster and hard, pretty much faster than we expected. Swept in on us. We pulled back to the cord. I think we actually held that initial charge fairly well. I think reserves were a little bit slow getting back to us, so that the next charge that came in, we held the initial bit, but they managed to send a group right that sweeped whatever regiment was on that flank and kind of, got enough momentum to push us off that corn. And then it just became a matter of we had to try to retake the corn, and retaking the corn on that map is difficult. I mean, I already had a couple good shots, but not enough to get us enough momentum because we were outnumbered by like 15 people.
So a lot from what I saw from 30's perspective is we were honestly holding quite well for the most part. What had happened though, due to just the intense casualties we got after every melee, CSA Union was able to be right on top of us before we were able to regroup, and with their greater numbers, they were kind of just able to sweep us at the end there.
Yeah.
For the
Well,
most part.
I think not 1-3 of you guys mentioned that you guys none of you guys had Lamats over there on the Confederate team. And,
I had them at
know,
my first life and lost it.
how the fuck
I
do you
forgot.
Cap? I think you're Cap.
No,
You're Cap.
I had my first life and then I
Well,
kind of
you
died.
did
and
the
forgot.
exact opposite of what you meant to do that first round, and you capped.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Coco, I thought you never died.
I didn't
won.
die.
I
No,
will also say-
I died. My guys didn't die. I died once.
Yeah, I also say one of the mistakes was the arty officer did not come in with us in the corn. He stayed up by the artillery, just knocking.
Yeah,
down
you really
the
don't.
map.
You don't really need the binoculars on that map.
I
Yeah.
fought a sword duel with Coco and I won.
Oh my God!
We
yeah,
got
you,
that. We got that.
okay,
We got
so-
that.
Hold on. Number one, that didn't happen. And number two,
We
if
had-
it, hold on.
We got
Hold
it
on.
in 4K.
Number two, if it did happen, okay, only reason I lost was because I was fully out of stamina from sprinting down from main, going back, and cutting around towards the guy
You're
chasing
Trying
the
to
flag.
get that flag.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
And
thought you
it
meant
didn't happen, so I'm not even sure we're having this debate because it didn't happen.
Okay. So, I think we should. I don't know.
Whatever video you recorded is falsely made, like the moon landing, so it didn't happen.
It's enough
Good to
for
know.
me.
Thank you.
With that being said, so the Confederate campaign, so the guys that played Union,
First
sorry,
round.
yeah, the CSA campaign who played Union the first round. What was your strategy going into the round? How did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
You want me to take this one? I can do
Absolutely.
that. All right. So, the initial strategy, I mean, generally was to push the far right is kind of our consensus. It was changing as we went up from our spawn. It was kind of like, all right, so are we going to commit to this right side push or not? And then we ended up just following 5th Florida down that left side. So 5th NC, 5th Florida, I believe Maryland was with us, swept the left.
Yes.
Georgia and PB hit that right side. It was a bit of a split charge, but it was all right. But the plan, obviously, was to just get them off of that corner and out of the corn, which we did, and then we cap point.
How worried were you guys about artillery in that?
Not worried at all.
No, they were falling short quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yes, but like, well, did that factor in at all to your idea to be aggressive, or were you just like, were you gonna be aggressive either way?
We're going to be aggressive no matter what, yeah.
And to that point, like, as we're advancing, we did advance in 3 separate columns in a way that if one column did get hit, we wouldn't all die, right, if they hit us with canister. Well, not canister, but case. So we did unintentionally move out in a way that artillery couldn't completely wipe us.
Which I'm sure is I mean, for a lot of people on that map, you know, they swear that those 2 cannons are the most, like, oh my god, they're gonna kill those cannons. But I mean, honestly, the moment you get in melee, they're kind of a moot point, you know.
Exactly, yeah. That's why we try to close that distance as much as we could. We didn't want
I'm
to
not
sit
sure
around
what
and
distance
shoot.
you're talking about. There was no melee. It was just.
Coco, I personally stabbed you in the gut at least twice.
I personally
shot you a couple
remember
times now.
cross-mapping all of you with my pistol.
Yeah. You guys forgot the bit where Coco got 18 kills with a single shot of his Colt army.
Dude,
wow.
you know the Beakoff or the Beakoff thing where you can have your rifle shoot like a cannonball or whatever. That's what I had with my pistol. Just I modded that in.
You heard your first guys Coco is cheating in War of Rights?
We got him.
Not cheating. It's called using the game files. Like remember you guys had that little circle thing on your monitor?
You know that they still have that? The
Really?
developers like, here's this thing to get a giant thing on your monitor.
Yeah,
Please.
FYI, there's a giant little thing that's not little, opposite of little. It's big, and you can get it on your
Yeah,
monitor.
whatever.
Yeah,
It also, I mean, it's kind of sucky. If anybody wants to use them debugging, just send me a PM and I'll send you the command.
Oh, that's
Savvy
great.
Wow,
supports
good.
hacking.
It's not really
Yeah,
hacky,
whatever.
It's not
Yeah,
bad, actually.
It actually kind of fucking sucks, but whatever.
I mean, it takes up a lot of your screen.
Not
What,
really.
what I will say is that it was my primary strategy to eliminate the 20th New York PsyOps Battalion. Throughout the entire- Anytime I heard my voice coming back at me, it was dead.
Dude,
Have we-
I
have we
heard
got
it so much, dude. You know what's stupid though? Is every single time that like 20th like took on like 3 regiments, it always what started off with your stupid voice, and I wanted to end my life. I was
I
all
was
I
at
heard
the
was
front
Zap.
of every chart.
Do
And
we
Zap
have
was
a,
20th, and I was like, okay, it's over. We left.
do we have a recording of Zap saying retreat yet?
The problem
guys
was
take
that
that?
didn't happen at all tonight. So
What's
I was
that?
just like,
Oh no, there's still no recording of me saying retreat because it doesn't happen.
oh, do you want me to play it again?
No, that doesn't count.
we
It's from a
have-
video.
Yeah.
We have 2 interviews now where Zapstar said retreat. He's done.
Oh, I thought you wanted
In
the.
game.
Oh, in
I have-
game.
In game is what matters. I will pay $100 the first man who like records that.
There we go.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we can get a voice clip of you saying retreat into that game.
Gentlemen,
That's
not the
no.
same tonight. Once more, the
No.
20th New York has proven
No,
its
so-
superiority
no,
in the
no.
field, and it was an honor to fight by your
Here's
side.
what
Thank
you got to do. Here's what you got to do. You got to take like these interviews and like take all the words that Zapstar said and like make
Just splice it in.
sentences.
Yeah, you gotta like get enough like voice from me to make an AI able to like remake it. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Deep
You
fake.
know, people always forget the fucking. Nobody else here remembers the suck that cock. Pilot, suck that cock. Remember that?
No?
Yeah,
Oh my
I do.
god.
I do.
Ask
I
Collector
remember
Sound
that.
File. It's
I
hilarious.
remember that. I remember that.
I mean,
There's actually a lot of funny sound clips of Piletti the collector has.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Gotta
because he
get 'em out.
he made them up. So.
It's the old
They're all,
law
like-
right there.
Yeah, but like he twisted Piletti saying you know like kill those cocksuckers or whatever to suck that cock.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, with that being said, we'll go on to the second round now. So the USA campaign was playing Union. The CSA campaign was playing the Confederates. We'll start with the Union again. What was your strategy going into the second round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Well, strategy was same thing. Hold, win, and
Can I hear that from CJ, please?
No, CJ
was-
did the exact same thing. CJ didn't know. CJ wasn't in the
It
team
was
chat.
mostly just hold forward on that the snake fence. One of the issues is during that initial bit we had no one on that left side, right? And I'm yelling at Coco like, "Hey, we need to get a regiment on this left side. I see a group coming up near the road." And so we wiped the 2 regiments that came through the woods. Not
Three
that big a
regiments.
problem. But then all the guys who came up that road, which were I think the majority of their team, or at least like half of them, come down and
Alright, CJ's not explaining well actually.
sweep through us, and I pushed us back.
CJ, all the guys you saw were respawns. Up to the top of the road. That wasn't the initial charge.
No, that was
That's
Pickett's
okay.
brigade. That was Pickett's brigade
was-
going up there.
No. The entire other their entire team coming from spawn. That was sussy. I literally heard fucking Zoo's voice.
Okay,
So
whatever.
what happened?
We're
What
explaining the
happened?
corner
Alright,
now.
hold on.
Oh,
What happened? What happened was reality. What happened was we all rushed to the fence. Others slowly, then others. We got to the fence, held their charge, and it was kind of like a mutual charge on the right of the fence. And once we won that, then the group from the road came down, and we held that as well and wiped them. And then basically the remnants of 20th ran up to the road, which was like me and like 5 people, and we saw their entire team coming down the road. And then I yelled to the other team to come up, but it was too slow, so everyone just fell back to the corn. And eventually we lost because Steam chat broke down into a complete shit show. And it was kind of just every regiment fighting on their own eventually after like no one followed any plan that we put in place.
Can I ask if it was ever? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that felt obvious watching it because was it the 30th who got wiped on the corner, and then they just kept pushing and then hit 20th from behind on the other side of the corn, and so that felt very obvious. And what were you saying, Sevi?
I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, so
Sorry.
around. Go ahead.
You can go, Sevi.
After you guys recapture the point, it was taking losses,
Mhm.
and it looked
Yeah.
at least to me like you guys could have fallen back and tried to force them down to last stand in a counterattack. Was that mentioned in the Steam chat, or did you guys not even consider that?
Sevi. Oh, Sevi.
Was that?
Do you think I mentioned that? How many times
was
did I
not
mention
good.
that? How many times did I mention that, Sevi?
It wouldn't have worked.
I mentioned it probably 10.
Well, yeah, but okay,
I said
so it was
word for
considered
word. Let me quote myself. Hey guys, listen, we just capped the point blank. We're 20s running our asses out of there. Okay, if we sit at spawn and hold them there and just don't do anything at spawn, we can get in the cap and just constantly keep on pushing and get them to the final stand. That's the only way we win this for now. The only way we win this is if we just fucking play, do nothing, and then do everything and just try to win. And we're probably not gonna win, but it's the only chance we have. Okay.
So
Yeah,
final
we really
stand,
wasn't
And
a chance.
word for word.
Give me a final.
final stand or last push?
Forward, but you know, it doesn't matter. Word for word, the response I got was just straight up, that won't work. Not any other plan, just that won't work. I gave up. I just gave up.
Johnson. So
Wait,
Johnson,
so
we're-
you didn't have an alternative?
Right.
Sorry. Eagle.
no, I was gonna ask.
I don't want to.
I'm gonna ask Johnson. What was your perspective at the end of the match? Were you in the
Sure,
Steam chat?
so-
So yeah.
So I was in the Steam chat. Captain Dez was in the Steam chat. He was relaying shit to me. From what I gathered at that point, yeah, everything broke down. It was kind of every regiment for himself. Nobody necessarily failed in terms of on the field. It's just communication broke down. That's probably the only reason we got schmocked.
Did your captain disagree with what Coco was saying at the end? And if so, do you know why? Just to hear that perspective.
From what I've gathered from him was we were trying our best to just kind of work along with Coco until he kind of gave up.
I mean, the thing is, though, you guys were standing in the road being
okay,
volleyed from
I
both
don't-
sides, so
No,
that also
just-
did not help things.
Don't worry
Well,
about it, TJ.
I do gotta say that while you guys were back at spawn mostly, the 83rd was all the way on the right, pretty much away from you guys.
I
And
saw
was there
that.
communication there?
No, I asked him. I asked where 83rd was, and I didn't hear a response for a while. 83rd did really good tonight, actually. I am very pleased. They were the ones talking the most and becoming with the plans in the Steam chat. At the end there, though, I don't think he let anyone know he was on the right, which I knew he still was, because that was what happened on the right in the corn, where 20th was like holding off the 2 groups on the right, and then the groups on the left came over and swung into our rear. 83rd got out of there alive, and they kind of just stayed there and fought. So it wasn't really that. The biggest thing really was just like, I don't know. Every single plan we came up with, it was like, one group wouldn't follow it sometimes, or two groups wouldn't follow it, and it would kind of, people would follow it and it just wouldn't work, and it kind of just I don't know.
Yeah, it was just communication fell on its face. That's about it.
Yeah, sounds about right. From what I was able to see from that that second game.
Yeah, even within the regiments, like I was trying to regroup our men next to Coco, and my our captain ran up and shot.
That was so funny.
that happened. Literally, I'm
he
standing
got
next,
shot.
regrouping the men, in a blue uniform next to Coco, the officer, and he just shoots me. And I'm like,
The normal
fuck?
Alex thing, though.
Sorry for the profanity.
No, you're fine. I believe it. We probably hear a
I
decent
said the
amount
effort
of
at
it.
least
Yeah, you should
20
usually
times
the
tonight.
profanity I use, man. Come on.
Yeah. Let us know the words you use, Sebi. Let the viewers know.
Well, you know, I'm pretty sure the viewers just watched the whole rest of the video where I fucking said fuck like 80 million times.
On the other word, though.
I used to well.
And with that being said, let us move
Well,
on.
I can tell you one word I didn't use to this event was fat.
Oh.
Wow, Savvy is progressive.
Aggressive.
So yeah, with that being said, we'll move to the CSA campaign. What was your guys' perspective, or sorry, what was your game plan going into the round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
So I have one thing to say, and then I'll cede to Murphy, I believe. Buck and ball is a beautiful thing, and when they all group up, they all fall down.
Oh yeah, dude. It was
I did kill you once,
What's up?
Zapstar, in that corn. That was my
You
proudest
did?
moment, stabbing you to death.
Give him the
I
rundown.
killed Zoo
After
in the
team killing one of my
corn,
own men.
Yeah, so I think at first it was Subsidy Brigade was to push left over into the woods, and 24th and PB were to push center and right. And we got caught by pretty much their whole team over on that left-hand side on that snake fence. But I think we did some pretty decent damage, and I think that allowed PB and 24th to come and kind of secure the road. But after that, they pretty much fell back, and it was just basically on us to just keep attacking them wherever they were. Pretty much the whole time, Sussy Brigade was on the left flank. We made quite a few pushes through the corn, and I know at least twice, right, Sussy Brigade as a whole and 5th North Carolina by themselves, right, caught some Yankee regiment or two Yankee regiments with their pants down. We fucking gutted them.
Oh yeah.
And a few charges through that corn. I know one time I unloaded my whole goddamn Lamette in a 1 regiment, and Coco was there. I think he heard me for a second.
Yeah, I knew the reg you were killing, and I knew how many you killed too. It was pretty sad.
They were just sitting there on that fence, literally letting me shoot them.
Yeah,
Was
I
that
know.
mass?
Nope.
Again.
We won't bring it up, CJ. It was a
Well,
group.
Zap killed them once by himself
was-
before, so
was
it wouldn't
ugly.
surprise me that they got killed by one pistol again.
I will say
It's
with,
happened before.
CJ, shut up.
with that map, what surprised us, because after the Union was pushed off of our snake fence and our wood line, we went to our original plan, which was to take Sussy Brigade on the left, like Zoo said. But what wasn't a part of our plan was to
Early
cap
cap.
the point.
No.
Because the boundaries, we couldn't tell if it was us or someone else because of how far left we were.
I think it was the
But-
24th Georgia who was mostly on point, but it really didn't look like it from the ground, you know.
So yeah, because I figured someone had to be in that wood line fence and just not realize that they're capping. But it just kept going up, so we ended up capping point. And then from there, we decided to continue with our push through the corn to wipe out whoever we could and get both sides tickets down.
It worked out well for you guys.
It did, yeah. We figured that they might try something like, pulling back super far. So then we just sat in place and kind of waited for them to cap it again. And they did. And then we made more aggressive charges and wiped a lot of regiments.
Yeah, and while they camped, they took ridiculous amounts of casualties.
Right, yeah, so I don't know, it was pretty perfect. I'm not gonna
Big
lie.
thanks to Battle Line Network for once again giving the world more Sussy Brigade propaganda. Glorious fucking victories,
Dude, we had a
another
comment
one.
about that.
That's another one for the
A
books.
video or two ago, how we're spreading Sussy
Really?
Brigade propaganda, and we're not in the bias.
Oh, you're not. They're saying you're biased for us.
Yes, because we just every time Sussy Brigade wins, we're there.
I believe it.
Well, I mean, every time Sussy Brigade loses, it's like a fucking drop in the bucket to all the times that they win. So
Ooh,
it's
I
true.
like
It's true.
that.
It's true.
thank you, Savvy.
Thank
You're a
you.
gentleman and a scholar.
All right. Well, it means a lot coming from you.
That
Yeah.
being said, this wasn't really much of a fair fight. We did outnumber them quite a bit for like the first and second round. So
The second
Correct.
round it was like
Right,
10
yeah,
guys.
it was
It was like
balanced,
10.
yeah.
It was like 10 guys.
Second
yeah,
round
the
was a
second
lot
round.
better, yeah.
Yeah.
First
Did-
round
did-
was pretty
did somebody
heavy.
move
second
over
round was
to-
fine.
I,
No,
I,
I just balanced.
I will
out.
give props.
okay.
I will give props to the Yanks on that first match though. Like it took us 3, like I think 4 charges. The first 3 fucked up. Like we fucking couldn't
Yeah.
push them off that goddamn corn. Totally. It took us, to the 4th try to actually really take
I
that
don't-
corner, and outnumbered by like 15 people.
well-
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, what I should swept in on that right flank because we held the guys on the stone wall. It was the guys who hit the right that swept in.
I don't know who
Okay.
was there for and I don't know if you caught this, but our whole team pretty much was pushing down the wall, and 5th NC pushed down Union right through the open field, and we pretty much swept them in the side. I think 30th Ohio was there.
Yeah,
we hit most
it
of
was-
the team.
30th was
I,
on the
I
far
charged
right.
out your flags and murdered your flags. So like the
Yeah.
guys on the stone wall were kind of being pushed back, but it was the guys who stood the other way who took
So
it.
Yeah,
you're-
we were
was
blasting
really-
the guys coming down.
Yeah, it was
you guys
really
flanking
weird.
around.
You guys came in so piecemeal on that stone. It looked like we were gonna win it, and out of nowhere we got wiped because some like massive group got behind us. It had to
That
be
was
like
us.
20.
Yeah, we
Was it
came
you
through
that got
the
behind
corn,
us?
Yeah,
the-
we went right.
You're
in.
the only reason you won that melee.
Yeah.
Like no, like not even kidding you.
From the sky, it looked like the CSA was gonna hold that, and then 5th North Carolina.
You caught that charge? Thank
Yep.
God, dude. I enjoyed that.
Oh, I love
immensely.
that.
Even though I got wiped at the start of every
Yeah,
charge.
you guys got slaughtered, dude. The first Maryland is the first ones to go in that melee. Not a single one made it to the stone. It was
I shot you. I
Okay.
snapped
That's
your
Maryland
flags,
shock
like-
troopers reporting.
favorite part of the night. Favorite part of the night was he brings Zap, rally his men for a charge, and just watch them get just mowed
Yeah,
down.
no,
in front
I
of the
watched you run
stone.
with your sword, just bucking-balled you, and just watch you collapse. I'm like, oh, no, he's down.
But my men lived on in the spirit of the charge.
No, your men died.
Yeah, that
I
left
literally
side-
charged and killed your flags.
Every time a Maryland man dies in a charge, it gives confidence to Floridians and Carolinians. To keep
He gives a buff to fucking
Yeah.
Nazi brigade.
Yeah.
literally the old guard associate right there, dude. Oh man.
Yeah, Sevi, did you have any questions? I have none.
I think all my coaches have been answered. Because on the second round, it looked like the Confederates did exactly what they should have been doing, and the Union, it just looked like while like there were some opportunities, it just didn't work out due to miscommunications. So I think everybody played really well in this event. So
Hey,
from what I was able to
did y'all catch our 1v3 ambush in the corn on the right?
see. Dude, there was like a lot of flooding in the corner
Like,
right. I
where
told
you
you
guys
you
got
narrowed
ambushed,
down.
or-
We were waiting in the corn for him to come up, and all three of their flags came up with the fence.
Yeah,
Like,
like
man.
Oh yeah, and like the 24th is on your front, and then yeah, I do remember that.
It was all sussy. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I just want to make sure you caught
Well,
it.
it was 20. It was literally everybody on the enemy team but Pickett's brigade that fought you.
Yeah. There was three flags.
There were
I had
okay.
seen them
There
come
was one
across the
time.
field and got positioned us for it.
Fifth. Remember when you guys were on the edge of the cornfield up near the stone wall?
Which 5th?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fifth, North Carolina. And then you guys like charged a group that was in the woods that weren't even looking at you. That was
Yeah.
I think it was the 7th. But you guys killed all but one with your shots alone. It was
What
fucking
was that? Wait! I really told those guys to be in charge too, and I was like, seven.
Yeah, but,
watch
like,
behind you right now.
they
word.
did not even react until literally there was one man left.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
The buck and buck killed all
Hey,
but one.
so FYI to viewers, the previous thing we were talking about with Zoo with the pistol. Those two right there just correlate with the names. The names of the regiments, they correlate very, very perfectly.
What?
Just an
What?
FYI. What you guys just brought up, the group that got charged from the rear and they didn't realize it, and also Zoo earlier killing the entire reg with his 9 pistol shots.
Yeah. It was.
Oh,
it
he's
was
trying
us.
not to
I
call
didn't
them out by
realize it.
name. I
I'm
understand.
not saying anything, but relate the two. Relate the two. Relate the two.
Oh, that's so good.
Is there any more comments that are questions that anyone wants to ask before we call it for a night?
Union won. 2-0 tonight. Good job, boys.
One thing I do want to say is that I believe that most people underestimate the range of buck and ball.
Indeed.
Quite a bit. I mean, because I even on our team, I'm hearing lads call out, "Use round shot if you got it," and they're like 50 yards away. I'm like, why?
Never.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like you can. They're all grouped up. You can use buck and ball and take down way more men.
Heavy's coming right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I love buck and ball
Buck and
so
ball's
much.
great.
Fuck,
And-
fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
God, and whenever if I ever hear somebody say use round ball at this range, I get so angry at them. No matter what the range is, I don't care if it's 200 yards. Fuck you if you use round ball. Fuck
Just
you.
vision turns red.
Yeah, like honestly,
The blood rage takes over.
focusing on them, my cult level's right there, Ed, and I can't help myself. And because it's like, I'm so sorry.
Patrick Bateman over here, dude.
Yeah, really. I'm gonna shove that cat right to the ATM. But like, seriously, I'm sorry.
Homeless man's head up.
If you're at a range where you legitimately think that buck and ball isn't good enough, get closer. It's not that hard. Just get fucking closer with it. Like, I'm sorry,
What was
but
that,
march
Sevy? I
at
couldn't
that
hear you.
direction. Yeah, whatever. It was I appreciate that other people share the same philosophy.
No, Buck and Ball's great. I have no bias being in the MB.
All right, we good?
All right, thank you, viewers, for
Yeah, one
tuning in.
one
Be sure to tune in tomorrow for 2 more Subsidy Brigade victories. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
You guys
Lord.
going to EU
Nah, 'cause-
historical rules event?
Yeah, go to the historical rules.
No.
I need a shout out to my boy Ed. He is our local minority rep in the 5th NC. He wanted me to bring him up today.
Let's
Proud
go.
of you, Ed.
The
You're my
one,
boy.
the one
Confederacy
minority
is
in
going progressive.
all of Sussy, dude.
What do you
I
mean?
do have-
I'm a double minority myself.
No,
you
you're
know?
not. That's a
I'm
lie.
Asian and I'm Hispanic.
That's a
Hey,
fat lie.
literally,
No, you're not.
name one other person whose name is Sevy.
You're actually not.
That's what I thought.
I'm
As a
Asian
ginger?
and Hispanic. What do you mean?
No, you're not. You're Filipino and
I'm
you're
not that.
Cuban.
I'm not Filipino.
Yeah, you are.
So one thing I do want to say, gentlemen, is my compliments to the 20th, 30th New York, and all of our opponents tonight, because it was a blast.
Hey,
I
30th
enjoyed
New
it.
York.
30th Ohio, didn't I
Hey,
say that?
Totally.
Johnson, you wanna
Yeah, no, no,
wanna
Coco,
come on?
no, I don't.
come to the dark side?
No.
But,
I
gentlemen, it was
appreciate
a
the offer.
pleasure. It was a pleasure.
That was a really
Yes,
fun
it
event to
was.
watch.
I agree. It was very fast
Wish we
paced. Very
could give
quick.
you boys a harder time.
Murph, go to 20th for a sec.
Oh no.
Next time, lads.
Anyway.
Yeah. So with that being said, I appreciate everyone who watched the video. I appreciate everyone coming on this post game interview. All the regiments that participate in this video, their links to their discords will be in the description. The HDC event or campaign rather, sorry. Discord link will be in the description as well. Everyone in the post game interview will have a social media account if they want it to be there. So check all of them out. Lots of fun War Rights Greats community. I appreciate you all watching, and I hope you guys have a good day or night, and we'll see you in the next one.